so it's been a while. I haven't really been like posting on this channel because I run other social media accounts, Facebook, Instagram, yada yada. And then I got other YouTube channels that And I feel like I don't be having really much to post on here. Maybe I need to just start doing sporadic shit, random shit, and just post it. And let the content be content. Whoever fuck with it, fuck with it. The goal is to get 500 subscribers and keep growing and get this shit monetized, right? Cool, green it. So, if anybody been wondering, like, yo, where the fuck she been at? I been out the way. I've been chilling. I've been not really fucking with nobody. And when I mean like not fucking with nobody, I mean like on some relationship shit, dating and all that. I just meant to myself, I really don't have no desire to like give a nigga my full attention because I have real life goals that I need to accomplish and I got shit that I need to focus on, right? So I feel like that's my focus right now. The moral of this video is basically for story time because I feel like I need to get a lot off my chest, mainly for like personal healing. And I've always been a transparent, authentic, and real raw ass bitch. So I'm gonna give it to y'all authentically, exactly that. I said I was gonna do a story time. If y'all see my last video when I posted, I said, "Oh, I ain't posting like 3 years. I'm back." I gave y'all a little shelter story time, right? But I'm gonna give y'all the real, like the relationship part and why I'm doing this video. Let's start off with why I'm doing this video, and then we're gonna get into the nitty gritty. More of the story, I'm making this video because I feel like there's a lot of women that let their heart have them move without using their brain. And I could vouch for that because I've always let my heart speak for me more than what my mind is telling me. Knowing damn sure what my mind is probably telling me, don't do it. But my heart is just like, just one more chance won't hurt. People change, right? Well, I'm a firm believer people can change. Cool, great, whatever. So I just feel like a lot of women need to hear this. I feel like I don't know, something in my body, something in my bones is really just telling me, like literally in my spirit is telling me, bro, like I need to let this shit out. To let these bitches know. I'm sorry, let me not call y'all bitches. To let these females and women, young women, older women, it don't matter the age, because there's a lot of women that be going through this shit, and it don't matter what age you are, right? I just feel like there's a lot of women that need to hear this. So let's just get into it. Let me take a shot first. Oh God. All right. First and foremost, let's start with how I even got to where I was at, right? I could have got my own crib years ago when I was working 2 jobs and doing my own thing and all types of shit, right? But unfortunately, I wasn't thinking about the bigger picture. And I was like comfortable where I was at. I was in my godfather crib and I always felt like, I'm good. I ain't got much to worry about. But as you get older and, he wanted his own family and me and him, I got into it. And ain't no hard feelings. We passed that. I forgave him. We be on that now. Like that shit is, I understand. I get it. I could have got my own crib, right? I didn't do that. Stay with my godfather on the east side of Harlem. Around that time, I was still dealing with my ex-fiance who was locked up at the time. If you know, you know. I ain't about to be saying no names. If you know, you know. If you don't, oh well. Go on Instagram, you'll figure it out. Dealing with my ex-fiance, I was like slowly but surely getting out of that relationship, mostly because he was lying and he wasn't being who I in my mind, who I was trying to make him to be, even though I already know, like, nigga, this the nigga that taught you everything in life. about getting done dirty, all types of shit, getting lied to, loyalty, disloyalty, all types of shit. That's the nigga that told me everything I need to know. So I don't know what in my mind. That's that young shit, that young love. Listen, I was the person I was with for 15 years. So that was like my first real relationship. So I felt like this person could change, and he got locked up, and I just couldn't see him being in there by himself. So he had a what? An 8-9 year bid, and I did like 6 years out of that. And the only reason why I didn't do the whole bid with him is because, like I said, he was a liar and a cheater. And once a bitch feels comfortable enough to be writing me, talking crazy, making fake pages and stalking me and sending threats over a nigga that she met in jail, I couldn't do it no more. Like, I had to literally, I'm cool off you. But me being who I am, being so real and authentic, I was still there for him. Like, you know, still pick up the jail call, still write little letters or whatever, hope you good, share my love, yada yada. But it wasn't how he was locked in. You feel me? Like, it was even time, nigga, me and him broke up, and I still wasn't fucking with no niggas on the outside. When he got locked up, I was literally getting my pussy ate by females. Like, I was not doing no men. Excuse me, don't get me wrong. I was chilling with niggas, smoking, vibing, cool, granted. And that's on some French shit. I never gave a nigga an inclination that it was going to be more than that. Because, nigga, when I'm locked in and I'm in love with somebody, I'm all in. Like, all the fuck in. I'm a Cancer. That's what we do. I love to love. So, that was never my thought process to, like, shit on him. Even though, before the nigga got locked up, he was fucking with my friend. Whatever, though. But it's east side shit. Like, you would have to know to really understand. Because the only reason why I didn't, like, it bothered me, but it didn't bother me is because, like, all right, he had that from years ago. That's his bitch, if anything. I took his bitch back in the day. And then, you know, me and him it's a lot. It's east side shit. So I really couldn't get mad because, like, all right, you had that before me years ago. Before me and you was even a thing, that was your girl. When y'all was in junior high school. But it was just like, nigga, what are we doing? Like, you got me out here looking crazy. But that's karma. That's karma for my ass. Because when he was fucking with her at a time, nigga, it was a party. And motherfucking, he all in my face, but he dealing with her. Luckily, she ain't pop on me and beat me the fuck up. Word. Like, she ain't do none of that. You feel what I'm saying? So it was like, all right, cool. Granted. I don't even want to play no music because I feel like you already know that copyright shit is going to be doing too much. So, I just feel like, I'm going to take that to the chin. Held that down. And I knew nobody else was going to hold the nigga down, so I did that. Alright, cool, right? Once that whole me found out that he was still lying and the bitch was making fake pages and all that, the last straw for me was when I was going to see him up top. And the next bitch went to go see him. Bitch, I was appalled. Behooved, baffled. Are you crazy? The fuck is wrong with you, nigga? I could have stayed home, bitch. Like, that shit had me teed up. No shade. So, that was the last straw for me. And around that time, I had my best friend, which is my ex, my recent ex, is now my roommate. That I'm making this whole video about. Not just about him, but just my life and my experience. And I'm giving you advice of what not to do and how to avoid these things, right? So, me being who I am, best friend, like I said, I love hard. So I would never want to see you outside doing bad, be in any type of position or any predicament where it's like you fucked up. And I'm not even about to throw him under the bus, ex or not. Me and him not even on good terms. I'm not even going to do that to him. You feel me? Shit wasn't right for him at a time. And at that time, nigga, I was like, best friend, come to my crib. Like, we just going to put it like that. I'm not even about to do the most. Come to my crib. I'm never going to have you out here, you know, like, fucked up. That's just me. Like, where I fucked up at, though, and I should have fucking listened to him. Because he used to say shit like, nah, I don't think I should. Or I'll probably come stay like 1 or 2 days. But I don't think I should stay, though. I should have listened. You really got to listen to when niggas say shit. Take heed. They're literally They're telling on themselves. Literally. When niggas speak, sometimes they tell on themselves and you just gotta listen. You really just gotta listen, my nigga. Okay, y'all. So, a new look today, because I'm about to go out to eat. Basically what I was saying in my last video towards the end was, you know, like, I'm not the type person to like shit on my best friend, because that's what he was at the time. And I was like, you know, just come stay at my crib. And like I said, it's why you gotta listen to what niggas say, because he used to be like, oh, nah, like, I ain't going to stay at your crib. I don't want to, like, overbook my stay. I'm going to just stay for, like, 2 days. Shit like that. But I was on some shit, like, move in with me type shit. Because, you know, I don't know. I just couldn't see someone that I fuck with on that note be in a situation where it's, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I can't do that. That's just me. So, so, around that time, that's when he just, like, got out of the situation with his ex. She kicked him out, right? Whatever happened with that. But he was still, like, fucking with her, though. I wasn't naive to that. And I'm not saying we wasn't in a relationship yet or nothing. It was just on some, like, you know, best friend benefits, in-home dick, whatever you want to call it. So it was like, whatever. But just like how I was back in the day, I was falling in love with the nigga again. Because I'm waking up to you every other day. And, you know, even though I was still talking to niggas doing my own thing, that was just somebody I already had a situation with. And I was like, you know? One thing about me, I'm a lover girl. So, regardless of whatever's going on, like, I try to push all that shit to the side because I know that, you know, people be going through shit. Nobody's perfect. I'm a firm believer that people could change. And maybe that's my problem. Oh, the sun is, like, bright as a motherfucker. So, I get that part. And around that time, I was still talking to my ex-fiance. Like, not really on some together shit. Remember, like I said, after that last debacle, that was finito for me. Like, I wasn't even on that no more. But I remember I had said some fly shit on the phone when he called me. And I was like, oh, like, I think I'm in love with two people. And he was like, oh. I was like, oh, you and my best friend. And why I can't have both of y'all? And he was like, what type of nigga you take me for and all? I ain't gonna lie, he felt type of way, which I could understand, but I was dead ass. Like, why I can't have both of y'all? Niggas do it all the time. They have a BM and a side bitch, or they have two girlfriends, or a bitch that the other bitch don't know about. So why we can't do it, right? But they wasn't with it. So, cool. But mind you, I kept, like, bringing up, like, this is my thing. I feel like if we're going to be playing this relationship shit in the crib, I'm cooking for you, cleaning your clothes, we with each other every day, we doing relationship shit, at a point what are we doing? Like, so I remember asking this nigga, and he was just like, oh, nah, like, he kept saying, and here goes another red flag. I should have listened. He kept saying, like, nah, I don't think that we should do relationship shit. Like, let's just keep it best friends, because I like how we are now. Leave it like that. So I'm like, at first, I was a little hurt, but it just kept clicking to me, like, maybe he right, we all just best friends, Then one day, he had asked me, like, oh, if you was to cut all your niggas off, it wasn't more so an ask, it was more like a tell. I'm like, oh, if you was to cut all your niggas off, or the niggas that, all your male friends, since he don't trust nobody, then maybe we could work on a relationship. So I'm like, all right, that ain't about nothing. Like, it ain't nothing for me to cut niggas off. That shit is easy. But, like, it's different between male friends and niggas that you just think that I'm fucking with. So, I'm not about to cut off the bros or something just because you think I'm, that's weird. So, especially if I knew them before you. So, let me get some water. Matter of fact, fuck the water. Let me get a shot. Hold on, y'all. fridge too. So, like I was saying, make sure I don't sit on this little girl. So, damn. So, I remember like it was yesterday. We had that conversation in May. My birthday's in July. I had booked a trip to Aruba to go for my birthday, right? Cool. Me being a bozo, me being who I am, I asked a nigga like, you want to come? But mind you, remember I said we had that conversation in May. Towards the end of May, because I remember I could look through my Snapchat. And one thing about me, if we're not together, I'm not going to be posting you like you my nigga. So at the end of May, we was in a relationship because I was posting this nigga in the bath together, all that, like, oh, my man. So clearly I'm Jackie. We in a relationship now, right? Go on a trip. Everything was everything. And it's been, mind you, and it's been situations where it's like the ex, the cockeyed one, she would like say little slick shit. Or like, I had seen something in his phone, right? On Snapchat. And I asked him about it. And don't get me wrong, I did do some childish, corny shit. I remember I had said some fly shit. I seen a video and one of her friends commented in it. Like what's about sugar daddies and some shit. So I commented it on my page. But I didn't know that she was following me. The friend. So I guess she ran back to her, and then Shorty had wrote me in a DM talking crazy, yada, 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 talking about, oh, but the nigga was just in my crib eating my pussy. So I was like, oh, you was in Shorty crib eating her pussy? He like, no, she's lying. I'll call her right now. So he called, done all that. Yada, yada, going back and forth. Ratchet shit. But I could take accountability. That was corny. That was on my part. So, June. Everything's good. July. We about to go on a trip now. Motherfucking we get to Aruba. Everything is perfect in my mind. Everything is perfect. I don't even think we had like one argument. Probably had like a little disagreement, but it wasn't nothing too crazy. Like everything was cool. We was good. So when I get back from the trip, right? We get back from the trip. One day he sleep. I don't know if I knew the password to his phone or he left it open. One of the two. He sleep. We just came back from the trip. It's probably been like, what, 2 weeks in from coming back from the trip or whatever. Something told me go through that phone. I go to the bathroom. I go through that phone. Something told me write my name. Something told me write my name. I hate scratching my scalp. I mean, one fucking my lines. Right? So his cousin, she writes, oh, who that girl you with on a trip? You got a girlfriend now? This nigga writes, what? Nah, I ain't got no girl. You know how these bitches are. They be thinking I'm their boyfriend though. Excuse me? Bitch, we not even about to do this. Stop now. Now bitches think you're my boyfriend. Like, please. Let's not do that one. So, you know me. Bitch, I get back to the bed because he sleep. I get back to the bed. Crying, I'm mad. He wake up. Oh, what happened? So I'm like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. Like, so you bitches is acting like you're their boyfriend, right? Like this shit is just fake. Like, what are we doing? We just came back from Aruba. I could have went on my trip with just me and my godfather or somebody else. Like, you bugging. No, it was not even like that. I was just embarrassed. I was just embarrassed that I had a girlfriend. And even then, that shit didn't make no sense to me. Well, no, matter of fact, cap. Even now that I'm repeating this shit, that shit don't make no sense to me. Like, if I was older the way I am now than when I was at that age, I probably would have just been like, nigga, get the fuck out of my house. But young dumb shit. So he crying. Now he starts crying. oh, I didn't mean it. Don't leave me. Like, I really love you. I didn't mean that shit. Like, I always, yeah. Me being who I am, I forgive him. Now, one thing I could say, I'm not going to sit here and paint this perfect picture like I'm this perfect person. I'm sneaky. I've never took it as far as to go fuck with somebody else on something like, like texting. That's as far as we going. Probably text, probably go smoke a blunt, but it's never been nothing farther than that until later on in the story. We're going to get into that. Hold on. We're going to get into that. So, forgave him after that. Cool. It's like I feel like after that, that's when shit was like up and down. Because that's when I knew I couldn't trust the nigga. So me not trusting you, I always want to look through that phone. Back at that time, and that age, I always wanted to look through your phone. Let me see your phone. I'm beyond that now. Like, I don't give a fuck about going through a nigga phone. I don't care about none of that. Like, you got your phone, I don't pay your bill, I'm not touching your phone. And vice versa. Don't even look towards mine, bitch. So I leave that shit alone. I'm older now. I don't be thinking about that shit. So let's go to the next chapter. That was like, what, chapter 2? We still on the east side at my crib. Well, my godfather crib. Because this is my shit. I can officially say this is my crib. But, yeah. It was on my side. East side. That's going to be funny, too, later on in the story. Cool. Right? Let's go further into the story now. Me and my godfather kind of got into it because he wanted to move his fiance to New York and wanted me to move out. All right, cool, granted. Me and him got into it over something completely different. But me and this nigga decided to go to the shelter. Well, at least I decided I was going to go to the shelter. He was on some shit like, oh, I don't want you to go by yourself. I don't want you being alone. I don't want nothing to happen to you. I don't want nothing to happen to you, so I'd rather me go with you and you not alone. Because I know you emotional and I don't want you crying every day. So I'm like, all right, cool. If you want to come, we started putting shit in storage and we figured out. We went downtown. Fucking did what we had to do for like the placement when you go get placed or whatever the fuck. Went down there. That was a hassle. Niggas was sitting in the waiting area for mad long. That shit was like depressing, but whatever. Then we get placed in Brooklyn. I know we was by like where the college is at. It was like Fort Greene or some shit. I know it was like the nice area. They got the nice park over there when it was like Christmas time. That's around that time. Yeah, it was Christmas time because it was cold, snowing. We had just got to Brooklyn. It was freezing. I had my coat on. And that's when I started working at Intrepid Museum. If you know, you know, on 12th Avenue, right? Started working there. I hated that job. But it was cool because I got the experience. I never been to that museum before. And to walk through it for free, it was like, oh, all right, this shit cool. So, and the food was banging. I give them that. Was working there for a couple months. And look about the grace of God, right? My old manager from my old job, CVS, this is when I was working with me and this nigga, when we was living on the east side at my godfather crib, I was working at CVS and I got another job at Starbucks. Shout out to my bitch Lee because she put me onto that job at Starbucks. But hold on, now that we bring that up, right? When I was working at CVS, that nigga wasn't working. He wasn't working. He was home playing the game every fucking day. So I felt like, damn, like I'm working 2 jobs and you don't do shit. Me and him used to clash on shit like that. But it wasn't on some, I'm just trying to like belittle you or shit on you. But I'm just like, bro, like, you doing whatever you doing, it clearly ain't fucking working. Like, we got to figure something out. But whatever. Get into the shelter. My old manager from CVS hit me up. Like, yo, I got an offer for you. I got an offer for you. To work at Century 21. So I'm like, Century 21, that shit is closed. She's like, yeah, they about to open it back up. And I wanna interview you and like for the whole shit or whatever. I'm gonna send you the application. But I got you, like I'm gonna plug you in. Cause she was situated. She was gonna be like a manager in there, so she was good. So she's like, I already had you working for me at CVS, so I know how you work. You're reliable. You do what the fuck you gotta do. Like, you one of my best workers. I never have a problem with you. Like, it's been times on your day off you coming to work, and that's a fact. Nigga, I used to, mind you, that's me working 2 jobs. I'm waking up at, barely slept, to be honest. I'm waking up at fucking 3, 4 in the morning. I gotta be at work at 6 to 2 to get to work to 3 to do another shift to 3 to 11 at CVS. Like, stop playing with me. Like, one thing about me, I'm gonna get to it. Gangsta. But that shit was literally a mental wake up for me, because I had to realize everything is not for everybody. And me working 2 jobs, I will never do that shit again. I promise you. That was the absolute worst experience of my life. I did not sleep. I did not have no outside time. I felt like, damn, I'm tired. Like, a bitch was tired, bro. Like, I didn't really sleep for real. And I was basically doing and thugging shit out on my own. And then this nigga was always in my pockets. And it was just a lot. But my only thing, and I think that when me and him clashed, that it was never a problem me giving him bread or blessing him whenever he asked me. That's never the problem. My problem is this. Boyfriend or not, friend or not, family or not, when you say I'm going to pay you back, I expect my money to be back at a timely fashion. I never got nothing. Nothing, ever. Every time niggas say, I'm going to pay you back, nothing has ever been paid back to me. Maybe like once or twice, and that's on some shit, nigga. We had to get into a whole argument. He always want to just like throw it in my face, like, oh, here, take your shit. I shouldn't have to do all that, because I didn't throw it in your face and here, take this shit when you asked me. But está bien, right? Started working at Century 21. That's when I already like got myself out of fucking, I had to get out of Intrepid, for real. Like, I had to go. So at that time, in the process of me leaving Intrepid Museum and transitioning to Century 21, mind you, all that shit is under Legends, right? If you know, you know. Like, Legends, I think that's like the company background or whatever, and they run like Intrepid, Century 21, and other companies or whatnot. So, hey, Nessie. That's my baby. So, transitioning from that, in the meantime, God blesses us to get placed in the Bronx. Because that shit that was in Brooklyn, that was like a, I wouldn't really say like a placement. That's like I would say a halfway house. Like, you know how you just waiting at this place for a couple months until they really place you somewhere in a shelter so you could do your bid in there and then you get your crib? That's what I call it. That shit is a bid to me. I did 3 years in a shelter. That shit is a bid. Gangsta. But we gonna get into that. Hold on. We're gonna get into that. So, we get placed on Prospect Avenue. Perfect. I'm right by the 2 and the 5. I'm right by Harlem. It ain't nothing for me to get where I gotta go. I already done lived in the Bronx. My ex-fiance lived on Freeman Street back in the Jiggy, so I already know how to maneuver on the 2 and the 5 line. My mom's, even though that's, you know, the 4 line, the Kingsbridge, I done lived in the Bronx before, you feel me? Like, so I'm familiar. I know how to maneuver, and I'm street smart. It's like I'm not gonna be stuck out here in these streets unless I'm in like, literally like probably like Long Island or West Bubblefuck, and I'm still gonna find a way. I'll call somebody to give me a cab, word, if I ain't got it. But we get to Prospect. Now I'm officially working at Century 21 now. Now I'm sanctioned in. Me and a couple cool co-workers. Everything is cool. I love my job. It was a vibe. Like, all my co-workers was a vibe. Couple people I don't talk to no more. Couple people I do speak to. But everybody, I can say at that time, nigga, we was locked in, going out to drinks, going out to eat, going to the clubs on weekends, like vibing, smoking on the break. We was good. Like, it was a time, for real. I had fun. I had a blast. I'm not gonna lie. And that was the longest job I could say I had. I was there for like a year and a half because I loved my job. It just got to a point where I think I got to a point I was tired of cleaning up after adults because my job, I got hired to be a cashier, right? But I ended up being a sales associate. So I'm on the floor and I'm on I'm on the third floor, which is the lower level. Third floor, lower level, and I'm dealing with shoes and shit. Even though, don't get me wrong, that's where I got my off-whites from. All types of shit. They got designer there, all that. I got my fucking, my moose knuckle from there. I got my other designer coat from there. Like, one thing I say, since 21 got shit. And I think they still open right now. So, go do your one too if you want to go with my old job, yeah. But it just started becoming to a point I was getting tired of just cleaning up after people. It would be a lot of people that would come to my job and just feel like, all right, I'm gonna try on 17 shoes and leave them here and let these bitches pick it up. Like, when I go to places, H&M and all that, I don't do that. Like, I don't know, that's just me. Like, for example, like, and maybe that's just, like I said, that's just me. When I go places and let's say if something's folded up and I pick it up and I look at it, nigga, I'm gonna try to fold it the same way, at least the same way I seen it. I'm not just gonna throw it right there. Like, I just feel like that shit is like, you don't got no training, bitch. Like, what's wrong with you? At least put the boxes all together, stack them up, do something. No, bitches was really leaving like one shoe over there, nigga, a size fucking 5.5 over there, the other shoes on the other side. Like, what are we doing? Y'all people are grown. And I could not do it no more. I feel like I was cleaning up after children. I'm a grown-ass woman that got to go home and clean up after a grown-ass man and myself. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And that's being in a small-ass room. Now, let's get to the rooms in the shelter, right? At first, Prospect was giving me a fucking headache. 980 Prospect Avenue. Still know the Addy. No shade. The staff at first, I guess they had to get that feel of me, right? I guess they wasn't jacking me because you know my face is like I ain't talking to y'all niggas, I ain't talking to y'all bitches. I don't want to be here. I'm here for a short time, not a long time. Even though technically 3 years is kind of a long time, but it's okay. We're gonna get into why that took so long too. Watch this. So anyway, I think I sped up a little too fast. Hold on. Because did I even bring up the fact that before that whole moving shit, and I think that's another reason why my godfather decided on some, oh, my boo wrote me. My father decided to be on some, like, we should move out shit. Me and my ex had moved to Maryland for like a year. No shade. We moved to Maryland like a year. And I can say that was the worst year of my fucking life. What was that, 2019? I had to come back to New York in 2020. That was the worst year of my life. For real. I moved way too fast. Way too fast. Like, that's how you know. Let's back it up a bit. Let's back it up a bit. My fault, y'all. That's how you know traumatic shit, you really try to block out your fucking mind. He asked me to move with him to Maryland because his cousin had a crib out there, but his cousin wanted somebody to like go half with him on the rent. So he was like, yo, I think I'm gonna go with my cousin. I want you to come with me. So I was like, all right, mind you, I could have stayed at my godfather's house and tried to figure my own shit out. It's been times I went to go see apartments and all that. I could have had my own shit. Remember, I was working 2 jobs. I could have had my own shit. Keep that in mind. But I said, you know what? I'm going to go to Maryland with my nigga. We going to figure it out. If his cousin do leave, he'll probably leave us the crib, sublease it or whatever, and we'll keep that. We'll stay in Maryland. Hey, nasty. What the heck? See? Nasty. So, that was fucking terrible. This nigga was lying and cheating the whole time. Texting his exes, because that nigga phone, I don't know, it was time that this nigga phone wasn't even on half the time. Then his phone had broke, I think. The nigga was texting his BM, because she about to put him on child support. Talk about my ex when we was in Maryland. About to put him on child support. He writing this bitch talk about some, you should move out here. We could be a family, all this, that, and the third. In my mind, I'm like, you should move out here. So what am I doing here? Things like that. Writing his other bitch that he was fucking with. I'm not even gonna say her name. I ain't giving the bitch no clout. Telling her, oh, you should come see me. I'll pay your bus ticket up here, this, that, and the third. And that's when I went back to New York for my birthday. 2019, I went back before my birthday, right? I had went to New York. And I was gonna stay in New York. But he kept begging me, like, yo, please, I really want you to come back to Maryland, like, because before I had went, me and him got into a big fight, like, fought, nigga. So, I had left to New York, and I was going to stay in New York, but I still had mad of my clothes in Maryland. Had a couple sneakers over there, a couple outfits, so I'm like, damn, I don't want to leave my shit over there. But I was to a point, I was just like, you know what? Fuck that shit. You can have it. Word. That didn't work out. I ended up going back to Maryland, right? Worst thing I should have ever did. Worst thing I ever did. I said should have ever did. Worst thing I ever did. Fast forward to that. That didn't go out. That didn't go as planned with that whole sublease or anything of that, because this nigga gets evicted. Cousin. So now everybody got to move. Child, I tell you. We moved back to New York. By the grace of God, my aunt lets me stay at her house. My aunt is she has the heart of a fucking, like, of an angel. Like, literally. She will, regardless of what she might not want to do, she'll push that to the side. And if somebody's really down bad, she'll let you stay at her house. She'll feed you. Like, she's that person. She'll give you the shirt off her back. I swear to God. I could say that, right? So, and don't get me wrong, Shorty had a job when we was in Maryland. He was like doing like this moving company shit, but it's not like, I don't know, it was just always something. So, and it's not like I was getting shopping sprees or anything. I wasn't getting princess treatments and whatnot. And don't get me wrong, I was trying to find a job out there in Maryland, but that shit was fucking hard, bro. Like, I literally, this is why I say God do everything for a reason. I got hired to be like one of them punching people at the car wash for like literally like a month and a half before my birthday. Like the whole month of June I worked, and then I got fired like July 5th or some shit. But I didn't give a fuck. I got my last check before my birthday. I was good. Like, and that's when I had went to New York, and then he begged me to come back and whatever. So I could say he took me out to dinner a couple times. Cool girl that. Me not shit on him and not say he ain't do nothing. And like I said, I'm not gonna be doing too much because I am gonna tell the truth. And yeah, we gonna keep it real. We gonna keep it funky. I don't sugarcoat shit. So Maryland's done. We in Harlem now. West Side, Grant, at my aunt's house. The house is already crowded. There's already a lot of people there. Me and Ron staying there. We in the living room. That's my ex. If you know, you know. So, but it will be time when he'll go stay at his father's house or his sister's house. So, in my mind, I always felt like, all right, like you got situations you could go to, but I guess he always felt like you know, nah, I'm with you. We locked in. I don't want to leave you. And I also felt like maybe he felt like I don't even let her out my sight because now we back in Harlem and she might leave a nigga. Mind you, this is 2020. This is the pandemic. This is like when niggas was scamming, doing all types of shit. I wasn't able to get no PPP loan or do any of that shit. And thank God, because I done tried scamming a couple times in my life and none of that shit worked for me. So I just stay in my lane. He was up. I ain't gonna lie. He was doing his little 1-2. I don't even know if he did that, but I do know he was selling weed. He was doing his thing. He was up. Like, he was up. Nigga, we was smoking Zy every day. Like, Studs, that's when Studs first came out, nigga. He used to go see Ray and get, like, 4 or 5/8 of mad different flavors of studs. Like, that's when studs was in the glass jars, nigga. That's how it really was. Smoke his eye. He had his own shit he was selling. We was doing our thing. Now it's more so now it's more towards getting towards like 2021 almost, right? Now remember I said my ex-fiance was still locked up at the time. Shorty come home. Now you already know. The East Side know, Harlem know. Like when Shorty came home, nigga, everybody expected us to be on something like, oh yeah, like they gonna get back together. But that wasn't the case, babe. Like, one thing I can say, me and my ex-fiance, that's my dog. Like, that's my dog. We see each other to this day. It's nothing but love, hugs. Yo, Mac, what up? Yo, Mac, what up? Because that's where I got my name from. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's the bro. Like, literally, that's the bro now. Like, I see that nigga, I be like, what up? If he was with a bitch, I be like, oh, she cute. Like, that's my son. We cool. Ain't no love lost. Ain't no beef, no nothing, nigga. I don't have no ill intentions or ill will in my heart. I wasn't built like that. That's why I'm always gonna be one of the ones. Cause I don't have that in my soul. I can't do it. Especially if I loved you. Like, I was in love with that man for 15 years. Come on now. Come on. Even though we've been through, I've been through. If you read my books, you would know. Go get my books. I'm about to put them back out. But whatever. Anyway. So Shorty, my nigga at the time, well, my ex now, this nigga's like, he started getting a little nervous. Like, I couldn't go to the East Side. I couldn't do certain things. And at that time, Shorty, I'm not fucking with now, my ex-best friend, no names, I was with her every day. And she from the East. She lives on the East. Child, I could not even go see my friend. This nigga was panicking. Like, he ain't want me going to the East. If I go to the East, nigga, he's FaceTime me, yo, what you doing, where you at, And he was nervous I was going to bump into my ex-fiance, and he, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But don't get me wrong, that was kind of my fault, more so, because when a nigga first came home, right, he was looking for me. He found me on Instagram, added me, whatever. This nigga peeped it. I guess he didn't say nothing at the time. We talking, we exchanged numbers. I'm like, yo, FaceTime me. So we on FaceTime. I don't know what be in my mind. Like, I be thinking I'm slick or something. I don't know. I'm on FaceTime with Shorty, but I got the headphones in. This nigga on, like, he about to come say something to me. I take the headphones. That's when the AirPods, like, that's why I fucking hate AirPods. When you take one ear out, that shit, like, that shit now gives a sound on the phone. So now he hear the nigga voice on the phone. So he like, who that? But I guess he already put two and two together. So I'm like, I'm already cool with So now he start glitching. So I'm like, yo, I'm going to call you back. Bang it on that nigga. So now, me and this thing go back and forth. So I just tell him, like, and I was dead ass being honest. I said, I just want closure. Like, that's the only reason me and him was having a conversation. Because I need closure. Regardless of whatever me and this nigga went through, I don't want either or to feel like, nigga, I hate you or you hate me. And yeah, I just wanted closure from that. Like, that's all I wanted. That nigga was panicking. So that was mainly why I really couldn't go to the East. So that was more so my fault. I got caught up trying to be sneaky. And yeah, that didn't work out for me. So motherfucking it's like going down memory lane, child. So where I was at, I mean, I get sidetracked. I already done speeded. I had to go back and hold on. I was doing too much, y'all. So, right? So, don't get me, and you know what's funny? It's been time when I was on the East Side. Like, for example, when I had my first cookout, I tried to have my first cookout on the East Side, Imagine you tell your nigga that you dating at the moment, like, yo, I want you to come out cook out. And that nigga's like, nah, I ain't going. I felt like that nigga didn't want to go because he didn't want to see if he was going to bump into this nigga, my ex-fiance. And you know what's crazy? I ended up bumping into that nigga anyway. Because his family live off first and they fuck first. And they got family in Johnson. So it's like, nigga, he all over. Wagner, Johnson, his family everywhere. I can't control that, you feel me? So I guess at that time, this nigga Ron wasn't trusting me at all. Like, at all. And I could get that. I could understand that. But now, it was shit that he was doing that maybe not trusting me either. For example, he kept talking to this bitch on Instagram that's from his block. He used to be flirting with her, right? I remember one time, that's how you know he's a goofy. He signed it to my phone on Instagram. I guess he forgot to sign out or some shit. No. You know how you sign out, but you don't remove it from the shit so you can just tap it and then log right back in? So I did that. I tapped that shit, went straight to the messages. He telling Shorty, oh, we should go on a trip, a vacation, all out of third. You about to pay a bitch, you about to pay it to the next bitch to take on the trip, but you ain't take me on no trips, bitch. Like, the only trip we been on was to Aruba. What the fuck are you talking about? Little goofy shit like that. Like, another red flag where I should have just went about my business. But I don't know. Now, me and this nigga get into a big fight because it's been dawned to me that the nigga be on Snapchat talking a lot of bitches. He was cheating on me at the time. So I should already know. I felt like he started cheating on me and not sexual-wise. Then again, Lord knows what these niggas be doing behind your back. I don't know if he was fucking anybody, but I do know he was talking to bitches, right? Talking spicy, all that. And I'm sure he was smoking with bitches. So, like I said, Lord knows what niggas be doing when they not with you. That's why you gotta pay attention. I had peeped that he was talking to bitches on Snapchat, so me and him had to sit down after our big argument, whatever. And here you go with this crying shit again. So I tell him, like, nigga, either you show me everything in that Snapchat right now, or you're done. Like, just show me everything, let me get past it, and don't do that shit again. Another chance. Did that. Got past it, right? Cool. Now that's where OnlyFans start getting lit. Now it's like 2021 now. 2020, 2021. That's when I started OnlyFans. So I'm like, at first he ain't want to do it. Then once I'm like, nigga, they making bread on there, and I know we gonna make some bands. Let's run this shit up. Like, all right, cool. We do that. Audrey, we already had bad videos of my phone from like, since we was fucking from 2014. Like, we had bad shit. That's one thing I always felt comfortable with him because I don't do that with nobody. I've never made videos with nobody ever. Like, I don't play that shit. 2 people was my ex-fiance and my ex. The 2 people that ever had videos of me or any type of porn star action was with them 2. So, cool. Did that, ran up a bag. Ran it up. I was up. That's when niggas was up. Like, going to Atlantic City, booking hotels every week. Every weekend we going somewhere. Niggas was up. My birthday, 2021, he paid for everything. He paid for my hair, my nails. He paid for everything. He took me to the nice hotel. Champagne all in the cooch. You know, it was a vibe. I'm mad I lost that video, but whatever. Cause I like rewatching shit. I be like, oh, I was sounding fire. I look fire. You know. Those who know. So ran it up. I felt like at that time, that's when he really. I felt like, I don't know. Maybe this is my mind, but I felt like he was more so close to me at that time. I felt like he felt like maybe he had like a personal porn star, or everybody want to fuck me already. They definitely want to fuck me now. So it's just like he felt like, oh, like I got one and I ain't trying to lose her. We locked in now, this, that, and the third. But sad to say, me and my aunt get into it. Get into a big fight. We get kicked out. Now we moved to his pop's crib. Still doing OnlyFans at that time. I think we was there for like 3-4 months or whatever. Probably not even that long. That don't work out. That don't work out. Motherfucking... Him and his pops get into it. We get kicked out. What's my last resort? My godfather. Now, this is when the whole, like, back into my godfather's house, right? And like I said, that was when, now we can fast forward to this when I moved there for a little while. That shit was a mess. Then that whole shit, me moving out, shelter. Let's go to motherfucking 980 Prospect Avenue. So like I was saying, the staff had to get used to me or whatever. Everything was, you know, it was all right for the most part. I think they had us on the 6th floor at first. Or the 3rd. I know. Yeah, I think they had us on the 6th floor at first. No, they had us on the 4th floor. They had us on the 4th floor at first. After a while, everybody in the building started fucking with me. Like, staff fuck with me. I ain't even got to sign in too much. Like, I still have to sign in, of course. That's one thing. If you ever been in a shelter system, you got to sign in. You got to, when you leave, when you come back, caseworker, you got to show your pay stuff, show that you're working, yada, yada. So I was good. I was working. I was 1021. I was Gucci. Let's get into the searching for a house now. We done went to see multiple apartments. Let me tell you, multiple. The same thing that we kept getting told was, oh, we both make too much, right? He got a job, I got a job. How we both make it too much? But when we get the crib, it'll be better for 2 people to have a job so they can pay the rent with no problem, right? Cool, granted, whatever. I tell you, the system is funny. Same thing. Oh, y'all make too much. After wasting time going to see these places, I'm calling on to work to go see an apartment, wasting my time. I could have went to go get a check. Cool. So, now we moved up to the 6th floor. Right? This one shit started getting like real. Me and this nigga was just always arguing about something. Always arguing. Little shit. Corny shit. And around that time, I ain't gonna lie, I started like doing me. I started going out on dates and I had a little boo at work, you know, flirting. You know your little work boo. Flirting with a little nigga at work, whatever. Had like 3 of those. You know. Me and this nigga break up. But mind you, he's still on something like, oh, like, I want to work it out. I want to be with you. Like, we going to get the crib. This, that, and the third. One day, this one he got 2 phones now. One day he leaves his I think it was the iPhone 11 or some shit. All red. He leaves it under the pillow. Goes to work. I just get off work. Son told me go through that bitch. Because I had the code to that one. To that phone. I go through it. First I go through the text messages. I want to see what's in these text messages. You talking to mad bitches. You was just in shorty crib. The next bitch is one of the old bitches I remember, like I used to be asking him about. He would say, oh, ain't nothing with her. He telling Shorty, they going back and forth. Cause I guess he had went to her crib and he had condoms in his pocket and she felt the type of way. Cause she was like, oh, I wasn't even on that with you and you made me feel uncomfortable because it's like you came here to fuck. Weird shit. So I'm just like, so you been on one. But I ain't even, like, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I was doing me too, but I wasn't taking it that far. Like I wasn't fucking nobody. I wasn't doing none of that. Child, honey boo. Nothing confirmed, like, he was fucking anybody yet. So I kept scrolling, and then, you know, you gotta put certain words in, like, fuck or I miss you. You gotta put certain shit in the search bar to pop up, right? I forgot what the fuck I put in. It was a message. I pressed it. He over here, like, trying to get sex workers and all types of shit. That was one thing. Then I saw another message. He talking to his man, talking about like, oh, he was supposed to go to his man's house and his man's had something set up. I guess they was gonna get some shorty or whatever and do their little 1-2. I'm like, fuck it, y'all 17? Like niggas is still doing that? Like what the fuck? But cool, granted, whatever. That was another one. Now the two that really like blew me off, behooved me. One of the shorties, he had left his Cash App card at her crib. And I've been felt something was weird about that because I remember one day I asked him like, yo, let me get your Cash App card so I go across the street, I want to buy something. And he was like, oh, I lost it. He's like, no matter of fact, he said, oh, I think I left it at Big's crib. So I'm just like, why would you leave your Cash App card at Big's crib? It's always in your pocket. Like, you would have to take off your pants to do that. And I know you ain't doing that at no nigga crib, so when were you able to do that? Like, you feel what I'm saying? It just didn't make no sense to me. Oh, cool. Gotta find out he leave it at Shorty crib. Text message talking about something. This is how I know he stayed at her crib. She like, oh, when I leave in the morning, just make sure you smoke in the room and just put the AC on because she got kids or whatever. She's like, oh, I don't want the smoke going out there, whatever. I'm like, oh, this nigga was staying at bitches' cribs and all that. Like, oh, he up in it. But you in my face, you coming home to me every day, you fucking me raw at that. I don't know what you doing out there if you fucking them raw. But you come here fucking me raw. Talk about you want to be with me, you want to work it out, all this dumb shit. But you doing you. I don't respect it. Keep it real, keep it a buck, keep it 100. I would respect that more so I can make a choice. You know what I'm saying? Cool. Now we go to Instagram. This was it for me. Go to Instagram. I already see he's talking to a couple bitches I already done asked about, and he say, oh, it ain't nothing. No, I'm not talking to bitches. I already figured about them. Even the ex, whatever. I'm like, all right, you still talking to her? Cool. It's been even a situation like the last ex. Remember he wrote her. He wrote her on her birthday. It was like, oh, happy birthday, whatever. And then she said some fly shit. You know, niggas just love being weird. But you have a whole girlfriend at the time. That's when me and him was together. Like little things like that. These are red flags I should have realized, but I don't know. I'm just so young, dumb, and naive. Go to the Instagram DMs. He sends something told me go to somebody. It was just right there. I don't know why. I scroll up. This nigga like he sent her a video while he at work mixing macaroni. Talking about this how your shit was sounding like, oh, I ain't gonna lie, I need that again. And you should sit it on my face next time. Baby, when I saw that, oh, you wanna eat bitches pussy now? Oh, we going that far. The fucking is enough. Like you already you stuffing dick in bitches, but now you wanna eat up? Oh, you a eater. You a eater. Okay. We got an eater here. Cool. I cried. I called my friend. This is my old friend, my ex-coworker. We ain't cool no more, but I called her, right? I'm like, Jada, Why the fuck she just like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. Just take that shit to the chin. That's the most gangster shit I ever heard a female tell another female. She like, yo, take that shit to the chin. Gangster, like, take that. Hold it down. Don't even get mad, cry, let it out right now. When he get home, don't even let him know about nothing, bitch. Don't let that nigga know you know nothing. Nothing. Keep it cordial, keep it cute. Y'all not together anyway right now. That nigga was just playing mind games, right? Cool. That's all. I respect that. I said, you know what? Say that. Say that. Because I'm about to do my thug thizzle. And everybody know when I do my thing, babe. You gonna feel that, babe. Like, yeah, Nicole voice, babe. You gonna feel that. He came home from work. I guess he already sensed it. Like, because I guess he already peeped that. He done left his phone. He left his phone there. He know me. He know me. I'm going through that bitch. And I know the code. I'm going through that bitch. Because it was vice versa. I think he would go through my shit. Which he has before. Even though he don't do that now or like recently or nothing. But he went through my phone before. So, whatever. Right? Do all that. A little one too. Hold that down. I'm keeping it cordial. Don't get me wrong. When he first like came around me that same day, like I really wanted to punch him dead in his shit. I really wanted to spit on him and like wring his fucking neck and choke him like a chicken. But I couldn't do that because one, I'm not stronger than a nigga. He's gonna beat me up, and it's just no point. We're in a shelter. We're gonna get kicked out because we're fighting, and I'm not going to jail for you, bitch. So I gotta go to work tomorrow. It is what it is. I kept it cool. I kept it cordial. I started doing my thing. I started staying out. I started doing my little one too. Niggas, you know, I've been wanting to get down with what I got down with. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I did my one. I did what the fuck I wanted to do. Yup, single, grown, I do what I want. As long as you strap up, what's the problem? Do what I want. I was doing my thing. Loved it, had a blast. Was actually going out clubbing, going out enjoying myself, going out on dates, again, doing things that made me happy. Coming in with flowers and shit, you know, little things like that. One day, we have a sit down. He confesses everything. Finally, the truth. Oh my God, it took you to get caught. For you to get caught, for me to show you I really gets down. I really, yeah. He started feeling that. She was eating him alive. In his chest. Burning. Like when you drink something, you take a shot of Henny or something, and it's like burning your chest. You know, Mom, we used to take burning. Sick. Had to sit down. I'm gonna give you the chance to speak. Be a man, let me hear something. Let me see what you gotta say. Motherfucking he confessed to everything. Tell me about shorty he stood at her crib. He never told me who though. But I'm so smart, I'm really one of them. I already had been put two and two together. Because I had went on his Instagram and I kept seeing that it was this bitch he followed and she was just liking all his pictures, all his videos, and I'm just like, who is this bitch? One thing about me, my intuition is, like, I have that gift. Like, I really have a gift that I have been blessed with a gift. I foresee shit before it happens. You can ask any of my friends. Every time I've told them, you can ask my family. Every time I said something was going to happen, and I told them exactly how it was going to happen, word to my mother, on both my chains right now. Nigga, it's happened exactly how I said it's gonna happen. I foresee things, and half the time I foresee shit that's gonna happen to me, and I still go risk the shit because maybe I be feeling like I'm in a butterfly effect. I might could change this bitch. That's my problem. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. If something's telling you in your chest, in your heart and your soul, you get that little butterflies in your stomach telling you not to go somewhere or not to go do something, not to text this person. Listen, my nigga, I'm telling you, listen. That shit's gonna save you. I promise you. That shit's gonna save you from a lot of shit. A lot. Granted. Confess did the whole 9, told me about shorty that, the whole macaroni thing. She's a sex worker. She lit too. A couple of niggas that's watching this, that's gonna watch this video, I'm sure y'all paid to fuck her. And she done danced at a couple them underground parties. I done seen niggas post her. Niggas follow her. There's a couple people that I know that follow her on Instagram right now. No shade. So she do a little one too. I ain't gonna lie. She fire. I ain't gonna lie. One thing about me, I'm not a liar. One thing about me, I'm not a hater. The bitch is fire. And clearly she got some good calves, old macaroni and all that. So yeah. Do you. You did good on that one. But the other shorty, she's trash. But that one, you did good. I can understand why you paid for that. I get it. I was just more disappointed, like, damn, you paying for that, but when I asked you to buy me Uggs, you been dragging it for 3 years. I never got the Uggs. I had to get the Uggs from somebody else. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, literally. But está todo. Está bien. Cool. And one thing I realized about this nigga, let me say this. You know when I used to get gifts? When he know he did bad. Let's say we got into a big argument. Or a fight, or he got caught. His way of apologizing is, oh, let me buy her a pair of sneakers, let me buy her this, let me buy her that. Shit that you should be doing on a regular, bitch. You feel what I'm saying? But no, you only do that when you in trouble. I don't know what's that called. What's that called, y'all? Comment below. I don't know what that's called, but let me know what that's called. But I know that's a thing. Niggas that gift females when they do wrong, that's like it's another manipulation tactic. I don't know what it's called though, but it's that. So got that out the way. I don't know what in my right mind said, all right, you know what? Let's try again. I'm going to try to get past this, and you got to give me some time to heal, but we could, you know, work towards something and, you know, figure stuff out, and we got to get the crib soon, so I feel like, you know, you who I want to be with, this is what it is. We've been here this long. We in a shelter together. You make mistakes, I make mistakes. You're human, I'm human. Let's work it out. That's what I was on. Let's work it out. Right? Yes, thank you, Cloud. Cover that sun. Hey, Nams. Look at my baby. So, everything was good, y'all. Everything was copacetic. It was so good to the point the guy was working, right? And I say this to say what I'm going to say later, and you're going to understand why I'm bringing this up now. Because I don't like even bringing up shit that I do for people. But let's speak the facts, right? Remember, me and him, I was working, he was working. So it was no reason for you to even be in my pockets. And I get every check, he knew when I got paid. Because my dumb ass let him know I got paid every Thursday. I got paid weekly. I don't know why I let him know that shit. I let him know, right? Somebody talk about me. It's probably him. Give me a number, y'all. Give me a number. Give me a number. Every week he was in my pockets for something. Every other week is just give me this. Not even, like I said, with the let me hold or I'm going to pay you back. Oh, let me get $150. Let me get $50. Let me get $70. It was never a problem. Then after a while I started getting like, that's when the argument started happening again. Because it's like, nigga, you not paying me back. Like, what's going on? And your whole thing is, oh, we together. What I need to pay you back for? And which is weird to me. Like, what do you mean? Like, nigga, I got bills too. I got to pay a phone bill. Nigga, mind you, he was on my phone bill at the time on T-Mobile. So now the bill was like $250. $2 Hey, I still want to go shopping. I still want to take care of myself. I still want to go out. I still want to have a ball and live my life. I am young, babe. Why do I feel like I'm always broke? And then I'm never getting what I'm owed. I didn't like that. I ain't like that. Right? So, like I said, everything was good. Everything was copacetic. around that time, I can't even say the nigga nickname because that nigga's gonna know who I'm talking about. But shorty, another fellow Cancer. I'm gonna just say that we got the same time. Fellow Cancer. I was like almost falling in love with the nigga. We was with each other every day. When I was going through what I was going through, Iran, that was somebody I was confiding in. Like, that was somebody I trust enough to speak my mind, right? Tell him what's going on in my life. But mind you, this nigga just had a kid and all that, so it was like, okay, I know you still going to Jersey, fucking your BM. I figured that out a long time ago. But yeah, that was going on. But I couldn't even force you for that one, because we not together, we just vibing, we chilling. And you don't owe me no real loyalty for real. I'm not your bitch. And I always felt where he was coming from, because it's like, nigga, you in a shelter with your ex. I'm not about to take you serious, and I get that. That's probably why niggas probably don't take me serious now, but that's here or there. Hold on, let's finish. Yeah, we an hour in. That's how real it is. So, fucking, my fault, y'all. So yeah, everything was good. I remember it was one time, just like I was like still on trying to forgive note and all that, the third, right? And shorty that I was almost falling in love with her, he called my phone, but I egged it. Then I went to the text message. Mind you, this nigga run right behind me because we outside smoking. And this one, like, he was on my body. Like, he did not want to let me out of his sight. I guess it was more so because, like, all right, he just told me what he just did. So it's like, all right, now I got to hold her real tight. I don't want to lose her, whatever. At least that's what I was thinking in my mind at that time. But I still didn't trust him for real. So no, I was still, like, talking to the nigga. Maybe that was my fault in that part. And I kind of was still pushing Ron away because, like I said, I didn't trust him. And I just felt like, niggas, you violated. Like, you gave my dick away. Like, once you do that, I don't know, bro. I'm different. Once you do that, I can never look at you the same. Talking to bitches, texting bitches, smoking, I could get past that. That's whatever. The bitch ain't touch you. Bitch ain't touch you. She could never throw that in my face about nothing. But, like, you really gave my dick away. That shit really hurt my feelings. And then to see you talk about something you could sit it on my face is insane. Like, I ain't right no nigga talk, like, you feel what I'm saying? Nah, I just couldn't. That shit had me tight. So, right? One day, we about to get food. One day, we about to get food. And that looks so cute.